everybody, it's Jennifer, and today I want to do a full day wear test on the new Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation and concealer. I do have the original Naked Skin foundation, and I have mine in 0.5, and it's too dark for me, and I've never truly liked it, but I do swear by my all-nighter foundation, so I wanted to pick up the new formula and see how I'm feeling about this. I don't know if this is supposed to be a rebranding of the original Stay Naked or just like an extension on it, not a honey on it, but I do have some stuff to go over with you. So the foundation says flexible, breathable, real skin, matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal derived ingredients or byproducts. That's a lot to live up to. Now, the foundation comes in 50 shades, and in that shade range, it says there's 9 shade intensities, 3 master tones, and 7 undertones. They do have a shade finder on this product to where you can put in, like, say you love, I don't know, the Wet n Wild photo focus, you can put in your shade that you wear in that and it'll match you to this, which is pretty cool. So moving on to the concealer, this says buildable, full coverage, flexible, breathable, does not transfer, real skin matte finish, corrects the looks of imperfections, waterproof, vegan formula. So pretty much the exact same thing that the foundation said. Now this only has 25 shades, which I don't know of any product that has 50 concealer shades, because I mean, I don't know of one. If you do, let me know. It also has 9 intensities, and then it has 3 master tones, and instead of 7 undertones, the concealer only has 5. And on the website, it says to use the flat side of the applicator for a light coverage and the curved side for more product. So I do like the packaging. Let me take out the foundation too. Good things happen when you're naked. So I do, that's weird. Okay, I do like the packaging. The foundation has like a weird cutaway section, which is odd, and once again, the metallic tops are gonna get gross and fingerprinty no matter what you do. It does have a pump. This, I thought I broke it like right into the game. This is not glass, it is just plastic. And then the concealer, oh, the other thing is this says, both of these, it says is up to 24-hour wear time. I'm not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but you can see back behind me, it's about 11:15 in the morning, and I do have to go work a shift tonight, so I thought this would be a really good time to put it to the test. You know, I'm gonna get hot and gross and sweaty. I'm gonna be like out in the heat and the sun and the humidity and all of that. So I figured this would be a good time to test it. So I will not have it on for 24 hours, but I will have it on solid until about 11 o'clock tonight. So 12-hour wear test sounds pretty good to me. So let me, okay, it says flat side for light coverage, curved side for more product. So curved for more, flat for light. I got pretty much the same amount of product off of both sides. So I already have my face primed and moisturized. I used a little bit of Too Faced Hangover RX because I'm clearly having some skin issues. When am I not? And then I also primed with Urban Decay Optical Illusion primer. That is my go-to normal daily primer, so nothing's gonna be different. Let me slide off my rings really quick. So to give the foundation an honest chance, I'm keeping everything else the same, from my primer to the tools I use to put it on. I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Beauty Sponge dampened on one side of my face and the Sigma F80 on the other side. Now for the concealer, I will use my sponge on both sides because I never do concealer with a brush. So yeah, let's get started. Before we jump into the video, if you guys enjoy it while you are watching, please give it a big thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. You're entered to win when you subscribe to me. You can also follow me on Instagram. I always have it linked down below. So yeah, we have iced coffee. We're ready for the day. So we're gonna start with the foundation, and I don't hear anything like bouncing in there, so it doesn't seem to be super liquidy. I don't know how I feel about this packaging with the cutaway, and it is plastic. Anyway, alright, so that's what I'm gonna start with. Like I said, the shade looks pretty good for right now. So let's see what, I almost stirred my coffee. Let's see what we're working with here. There's no way on earth anything's gonna cover it. It's very dry and gross and flaky, so we're just gonna do our best. So this is how I normally apply my foundation, just kind of starting on the cheek and working my way around. This is fragranced. To me, it kind of smells like paint, which is not good right off the bat. But I will say that my lip is so dry, that my Wet n Wild Photo Focus smells like absolute paint thinner, and it is one of my favorite foundations. So I guess don't judge a foundation off of the scent. So my first layer of that foundation, it is definitely, in my opinion, not medium coverage. Off of one layer, you can still see all the darkness and veins on my eyelid. You can see the redness. My pores look the same. I normally prefer using a sponge application process. What is wrong with me? I normally like using a damp sponge to apply my foundation. We're gonna come back to that side right now. It's So now I'm gonna take my F80 and about a pump and a half like I did on the other side, and we're gonna do this side. Now this side of my face does have more stuff to cover. There's more breakout and redness over here, so wow. When you first start blending it out, the smell of this is like overwhelming, and I'm not normally a big smell person. Like, it doesn't normally bother me that much. It just like smells like paint. What do they have in this? I do blend this down my neck because I do get breakouts on my neck, so. Alright, so the nose, I feel like, is no man land. I can kind of go over it with either one. I guess it's good my skin hates me, because this is a really good opportunity to test the coverage of this foundation. So I have one light layer on both sides of my face, and I feel like I got like this much more coverage with a brush on this side. This is not setting down all the way. I am going to try to build it up and see if we can get it to build up like it claims. But right off the bat, I'm not really impressed with this. I would much rather put on my all-nighter or like Wet n Wild or anything like that. But we're going to try to build it up with a sponge first, because I threw my brush on the floor. And I'm not taking very much to try to build it up, because I'm just going to do one of these. So I'm gonna blend out actually the rest of this with my brush. Alright, so I am done with the full second layer. I still don't think this is full coverage off of 2 layers, which if it's medium and buildable, I feel like you shouldn't have to do more than 2 layers, in my opinion. There's still a little bit of my redness peeking through. My pores are still like, hi, how you doing? And this primer also is supposed to help with pores. So no on the pores. I don't think this is, I mean, I've built it up to what I would call a medium coverage. I don't think right off the bat it was medium and then buildable to full. It is kind of making my skin look dry anywhere I have a few dry patches, especially the top of my lip. Like the entire top of my lip is dried out right now. So it does look a little dry right there, and it's clinging to every little dry patch and piece of texture on my forehead. So that's great. So right off the bat, not the best foundation, not the worst one I've tried. We're gonna come back to it. So now let's go in with the concealer. I normally conceal under my eyes and down the center of my face. So yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna go in with what looks like the normal amount of concealer I use. And I normally use both sides of my concealer applicator, so I'm about 100 on the flat side and the curved side for more coverage and all that. That seems a little gimmicky, but I think it's gonna have however much coverage you put on. So for my concealer, I am gonna use my sponge, unless this goes horrifically wrong. Let's blend this out and we'll see. I think on camera it's actually looking like it blended out fine, but if you get like close, you can see how it's not blending out all the way. I never have to go in and use a brush for concealer, but I guess we will today. I'm just gonna continue to use the F80 that I used for the foundation to blend out the concealer. I'm not a big fan of having to use a brush for my concealer, but this is blending out pretty decent over the foundation, which, I mean, I expect it to. If you come out with a foundation and a concealer at the same time with the same name and like group them together, you would assume they'd perform pretty good together. My child is in the living room playing. This foundation and the concealer over it right now just look totally dry and just textured. So let me get this last little bit. So my opinion's not really changed in the time it took me to blend out my forehead concealer. My skin just looks ultimately extra dry and very textured. Like my nose looks hella textured. I wonder if I just kind of go over with a sponge, if it'll kind of smooth it out a little bit. The answer was no. So I think once again on camera this is not looking like textured or dry, but in real life, looking at my mirror, it just looks so dry and textured. So I'm going to hop off of here and I'm gonna finish my face makeup, and then I'll do a check-in in natural lighting, and then we'll go from there. So wish me luck. I'm going to do all of my makeup the exact same way. I'm not doing anything crazy today because I have to go to work, so I'll be back. All right guys, so we're back in natural lighting, and I am not impressed so far. It's just really drying and textured on my face, it feels like. Somehow when I put on my loose powder, I used the Maybelline Loose Fit Me powder, that added more coverage and smoothed over my skin more than the foundation and concealer did, which is odd. The only other thing I'm gonna do, rude. The only other thing I'm going to do is put on some mascara and like some lip gloss or something. So that is it for natural lighting. I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet. It just seems to be pulling out all of my texture. Like every little bump or like dry spot on my face is being magnified by like 10,000, it feels like. So we'll be back in a few hours, probably right before I go to work at 2 p.m. to do a check-in again. All right, so hey guys, My background's all messy and I have a visitor. What are you doing? With crazy hair. There's no hope in this child. Ellie Betty, are you gonna look? No? She's looking at everything on my table that she has the potential to destroy because we have already picked it all up. So I'm in my scrubs and I'm getting ready for work, and I just happened to remember. There you go, big girl. Sorry. I just happened to remember that I definitely did not tell you guys the shades that I have my concealer and foundation in. Oh, I got the exact same shade. Did you just throw that on the floor? She did. I have the concealer and the foundation both in the shade 10 in, which I'm pretty sure is just neutral. I tried to go off of undertones, and I feel like neutral undertones look the best on me. Baby girl, what are you playing with now? You're just throwing everything in the floor. I also wanted to do a transfer test, and I just have some random sweatpants that are black, so I figured this would be a really, really good opportunity. So she definitely threw that in my trash can. All right, so I'm like smacking my face. I'm gonna rub it just a little bit. Yeah, it definitely is not, oh my God, can you even see that? It's definitely not transfer proof, so that I don't agree with. I Snapchatted my friend Taylor and I asked her what she thought of it because I feel, oh, you just stay right here, okay? You're prettier to look at. Because I feel like this is just really dry on my skin. I have dry skin to begin with, and I feel like it's just really, really dry. I've had it on, it's now about 1:30, so I've had it on for about 2 hours or so. I do feel like it is warming up to my skin and kind of meshing better with my skin. Sorry. So that is good, but I think I've said it in multiple videos. When I go to work, I turn into a sweaty, hot, disgusting, gross mess. So, but you cannot have that. Here, hang on. Let me find you a clean brush. Look, that's clean. Anyway, when I go to work, I get really gross and sweaty, so it never really works out for me. On the rest of my face, I just followed my normal face routine, and really all I did was brows and mascara. What are you doing? So I just wanted to hop on here really quickly before I go to work and just do a little bit of a check-in with you guys. It is starting to warm up to my skin. I will give it that. It is looking a little bit better. When I first applied it and got the rest of my face makeup on, it looked super dry, and I do not, Sean, what are you doing? I do not like that. So I'm going to, you can see the diaper bag and everything behind me. Ellie is going to my dad's house for the night because I get off late today. So I'm gonna finish packing up her bag, and then we're gonna put her in her car seat, and we're gonna head over to Poppy's house. Yes? We going, ow. We're gonna go to Poppy's house. So I will try to check back in with you guys. I will try to check back in with you guys when I'm at work. I will say right here, I am starting to get a crease, like in my smile line a little bit, which is strange. I never really get that, and it is just looking really girl, it's just looking really dry around my mouth, but my top lip is like out of service, dry, nasty, gross. So that is it for this check-in. I will see you here in just a few hours. Like I said, it's about 1:15 or so, so it's been on for about 2 hours. I will probably check in with you guys around 6:30, 7 o'clock when I get to take my lunch break. Tell everyone bye, Ellie Belly. Ellie Belly. She is like soaked. Ellie Belly. She's wrapped up in the oh, we got eyes. You see yourself in the mirror below the camera, don't you? Alright, so I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
Alright, so hey guys, I'm doing a check-in while I'm at work. It is 7:30, so I've had it on for about 8 hours. I've done no touch-ups. I'm trying to have you balanced on my steering wheel because my little mount in my car broke. This looks nasty and dry. It's definitely starting to kind of cake up beside my nose. That concealer definitely creased underneath my eye, and it's pretty glowy, oily. I was doing showers earlier, so I got all gross and sweaty. I don't think it looks too good right now, to be honest. It's kind of worn off in the places that I needed extra coverage. I don't feel like my pores are especially covered or hidden more than normal. The foundation and concealer are both creasing on my eyelid because I don't have on any eyeshadow, and it just doesn't look very good. It's definitely came off on the sides of my nose. It's kind of bunched up right here. I don't really see any lines anywhere, but it's definitely not looking too hot. So it is 7:30 at night. I've had it on for about 8 hours and 15 minutes, and I still have about 2.5 hours left at work, so it doesn't look too good. I won't be doing another car check-in because when I get off it's going to be late at night and there won't be any lighting. So I guess when I get off work and get home, I will do my final check-in in my normal filming spot, I guess, so you guys can see it, and then that'll be the end of this video. So right now it has not held up very well. I live in the south, so it's pretty much hot all the time, and I feel like this would not do good in hot weather at all. It's kind of just melting and sliding all over my face. It's transferring, and it's kind of bunching up around my nose, which is weird. It's creasing. So as of right now, I'm not a really big fan, but I will check in with you guys at the end of the night.
All right, so we are at the end of the night. It is, I don't know because my TV is off. I think it's about 10:30 at night, so I've definitely had this foundation on for almost 12 hours, and considering it says it has up to 24-hour wear on the foundation and the concealer, let me get up in here. Don't look at how dirty my mirror is, but let me get in here. I have new breakouts starting to pop up on my chin, or on my cheek, and it's just worn off. I've done no touch-ups or anything. My under eyes are super creased. It rubbed off on this side of my nose. It did, thankfully, it did warm up to my skin, and it didn't look nearly as dry, but it still looked pretty cakey, I guess is how you'd say it, on my skin. My mascara ran a little bit. Breathable Real Skin matte finish. I will say it is super matte considering how much I've sweat and ran around and gotten gross at work tonight. It is still very, very matte. I have a little bit of shine coming through on my forehead, and I don't mind that. Medium buildable coverage. I don't really agree with that because I have on 2 full layers like I would do with any other foundation, and I can still see, we're not counting this because that won't ever get covered, but I can still see like little breakouts popping through, and my redness does not transfer. We proved that in one of the earlier check-ins that is not true nor accurate. Minimizes the appearance of pores. I have super enlarged pores anyway. I mean, they look like they always do with any foundation. I haven't found a foundation that fully fills in your pores to where you can't see them as much. True color, I will say this did not oxidize at all on my skin, so that is good. Approve. Waterproof. I did not fully submerge my face underwater, but I was giving a resident a shower and my face did get wet with water, and I will say I don't have any like water droplet runnings or anything down my face, so I agree with that. And that is all of the claims for this foundation. The concealer pretty much had all the same claims. the concealer creased really badly under my eyes. I set my face with the same exact products I normally set my face with, so I don't know about this concealer. I would probably wear it again just like on a light no makeup day maybe. I would use this over my entire face, but overall this is not a bad foundation. I definitely don't recommend to wear it for almost 12 hours, even though it does claim to have 24-hour wear time, which you should never wear your foundation for 24 hours straight to begin with. But overall this is an okay foundation, but I do think there are many comparable things at the drugstore. I think this foundation was like $38. This concealer was in the $20 range, like $25. So is this a must-have? No, definitely not. I have things from the drugstore that I would much rather use that wear way better than this combo did today, but I will wear these a few more times, and if I don't like it enough, or if I like it and grow to love it a lot, it will be in next month's favorites or hate it. So hopefully you'll hear from these products again, but right off the bat, it's nothing special. I don't think it's really any different than, let me pull it out again. I honestly don't think it's any different from this foundation. It wasn't as liquidy, I guess, as watery. It was a little thicker. But other than that, I think these are definitely comparable foundations. So do you need both of them? Absolutely not. Do you really need to add this to your collection if you already have a foundation you really like? No. So I'm not the biggest fan of it, but everybody has different things they look forward to in every type of makeup. So maybe if you have more oily skin, you would like these more, or if you weren't running around and getting gross and sweaty all day, you'd like these more. But for me, these are gonna be a pass for right now. Like I said, I'll continue to wear them and let you guys know if my opinion changes. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. We're doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. You are entered to win. You are entered to win when you subscribe to me. You can also follow me on Instagram. I always have it linked down below, and I will also link both the foundation and the concealer down below, and I will also link the original Naked Skin foundation and the Naked Skin concealer, the original one. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.